and also in an environment where people might tweak a story and get you into trouble, even though all you were doing was help. All right, so that's it. And then of course at 1 o'clock we'll bring you the news, trending stories, and we'll continue with being a good Samaritan in Nigeria. 2 o'clock we'll bring you the news updates, but before the 2 o'clock news updates, that's when I'll give you my question for the 5,000 naira giveaway, so don't miss it. Okay, and then at the last conversation for today, I had like 2 different things in mind, but I just had to go with this one. Okay, so I was thinking about the topic to give it, so I ended up with humans and the mysterious. Yay! I don't know what it sounds like, but it's all good. We're just gonna have to flow with that. So the story basically is that a woman, a nun, okay, so story has it that she died in 2019, and they exhumed her body and found out that it wasn't decaying. And so people have been trooping to the place. I don't know if they've stopped, but the story goes that the Catholic Church where this happened is going to be open till about May 29th. So I don't know if they've stopped allowing visitors or if they're still receiving visitors. But it's really crazy. A lot of people have been going there. So normally that place would receive about 100 people or so. But right now they're getting about 1,000 in 1 week or more. So yeah. And I saw pictures where people would carry their children. I mean, a toddler was touching the dead body. You know, it's mysterious. She was buried since 2019. Body exhumed and no signs of decay. Wow. And people gathered, touching a dead body. Okay, so I would also like to find out from you if you are curious about things that appear mysterious. There are people who are like that. So all those people who are going to find out, to go and see, they said, is it true? What's happening? All right, are you that kind of person? Are you curious about the mysterious or things that are said to be mysterious? You just want to go and figure it out yourself? Is it something that tickles your fancy? There's a man of God. The man, if you just put this one and that one. Yeah, are you that kind of person? Is that the kind of things you like to do? Okay, so that will be the last conversation for today. And then 3 o'clock, the news will come up. That's reverse today. All right. So head on to Facebook and you can join the conversation right there. So for now, we're talking about being a good Samaritan in Nigeria. So here goes the story. An e-hailing driver, his name is Frank Amabo. He narrated his ordeal in the hands of the police after he rescued a bleeding robbery victim. And at the end of the day, what happened to him? He was detained by the police. He said this happened on Monday, 29th of May. And he said the police acted unprofessionally when the either friends or sisters of this robbery victim accused him of being the one that did whatever to their sister. In fact, they more like accused him of abducting their sister. Whereas, he only took her to the hospital. He did not do anything to her. He doesn't even know her from anywhere. He only took her to the hospital and then tried to reach out to her people to say, this is where your person is. But he ended up in police custody. So let's hear from Mr. Amabo.
I saw 3 young ladies. Before I could know, police has run down me, coughing their gun. They said, I am under arrest. Under arrest? How? I don't know you people.
Who had been attacked by armed robbers, a naval officer and the said girl. All right. And the girl was shot. And in fact, they used a cutlass or machete, whatever it is they used to cut one of her arms. All right. So he said the naval officer and some people around there begged him to take her to the hospital. He had to drop the person he was already carrying. He had a ride and he had to drop the person. He had a passenger rather. He dropped the person and took her to the hospital. So that's the story there. So he also went ahead to say that his family had to bail him with 20,000 naira after spending 2 days in police custody. Well, let's hear from him again.
My people bailed me in the sum of 20,000 naira, excluding other charges. My appeal to the Commissioner of Police and the public is to call DSP Ajayi of Abacha Road and ask him why he has been detailing me from Monday up to Wednesday. I've never gone to work since that on Monday till today. I was in cell without knowing what my crime is. And if the Nigerian police officers continue treating we that are innocent like this, then it means that the ordinary Nigerians can never render help to anyone again. And that becomes a disaster to us as a nation.
All right, so I remember he said that while he was in cell, that he vowed to never. In fact, he said, I vowed that I will never lend a helping hand and I will tell my children to never lend a helping hand to people in distress because of the victimization he faced in this particular case. So, now you understand why I said I made the topic being a good Samaritan in Nigeria. So do you have any story of you being a good Samaritan or having acted as a good Samaritan and it didn't turn out well at the end of the day? Or do you also have a story where you did so and it still turned out well? I would like to hear. And then second of all, does the pain outweigh the gains of being a good Samaritan? The thing is, the sound bites, that audio did not really capture everything he said. I think I should give you the full gist, all right, because I had that conversation with him. So he said that by the time he took the lady to the hospital and then she was administered, first aid was administered on her and she regained consciousness, she was able to say where she lived and the people she lived with. He said the naval officer also begged him to please go to that place and inform them while I'm still here with her. So he says he went there to go find out, went there around 5 a.m. In fact, everything that was happened around 3 a.m. He got to their place around 5 a.m. And by the time he got there, he knocked on all the gates because the girl did not mention the exact house, all right? I mean, she was just regaining consciousness, right? Nobody answered him. He wrote a note, put there on the gate and left. That was when he came back the second time anyway, around 8. And then when he now later came back, he saw a young man who showed him, oh, this is where this girl lives, because he had a picture and nobody still answered him. But then after he left, some people called him and said, oh, that's our sister. We've been looking for her. Blah, blah, blah. Where are you? Where is she? He says, she's in the hospital. Go and meet her. They say, we don't know the place. Come and carry us. The guy tried, really. He really tried. So he went to go and meet them, stood outside the gate for almost 30 minutes, calling on the phone. Nobody answered him. He left. On his way out, he got a phone call. Oh, we're sorry. Oh, yeah, now come and carry us. So that he said he was angry. He didn't want to go back, but he had to. Because another person calls him on the phone and says, oh, please, oh, that girl is my blood sister. I'm calling from Abuja. Please help me. Those girls are her friends. I don't know what they are doing. Please go and carry them to the hospital. He went to go and carry them, only for him to be arrested. Spent 2 nights in police custody. Had to bail himself with 20,000 naira. And he says, I'm not doing this again. Being a good Samaritan in Nigeria. All right, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0002 or 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0007. And I'll be taking your comments as well on WhatsApp and on Facebook. Nigerian for 92.3 PH, that's for WhatsApp. And 0809-030-6416 on WhatsApp. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
You're welcome. What's your name?
This is Dakuku from Okete.
All right, Dakuku.
So, madam, It was the olden days. People always render help to somebody. Somebody with a critical place, they can render help. But now, for what is happening in this country, nobody is ready to help. He can accommodate somebody, maybe he don't know where he come from tomorrow. He don't know what to do. Because look at the help. A man help a lady in that critical way. But look at the way they maltreated him. Even the sister that killed the man, he was the one who robbed the sister, which is not good. And the worst part is this Nigerian police, because of money, in order way to throw money from somebody, they will give him different way. It's not good. I get to my point.
All right.
So the way for them to make money from person, they know the truth, but they make sure they collected the money from that person.
The story is not necessarily about the police right now. I'm talking about the person who is.
They know the truth.
All right. Thank you very much for calling, Dakuku. All right. So that thing happened to that young man. He's in his own case. The police was the case here, right? But my concern right now is not the police. My concern is the person who is rendering help, and things turn out ugly. Things did not turn out fine. So it could be the police. It could be a mob. It could be a family. It could be anybody that would turn your good to evil. It could be just about anybody. So that's just an example, all right? So that we don't start calling out the police on this show right now. I don't have strength for that. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, you're welcome. What's your name?
Thank you very much. My name is Wobodo.
All right, Wobodo, I'm listening. Okay.
Being a good Samaritan, sometimes if it turns out good, it makes you feel good. I have a particular story, not really story. This is an encounter that I was involved in.
All right.
A particular mad woman who was pregnant was moving around seeking for help, and when she approached me, people were avoiding her. When she approached me, I realized she was pregnant and she wanted me to help her. So I asked her, what do you want me to do? She said, take her to the hospital, that she wants to give birth. So everybody are you really going to take this woman to the hospital? So I took that courage, took her to the hospital. I had to sign as the husband of the woman, because the hospital said I must sign before they will attend to her. I signed, went to get clothes, went to get food for her, and the rest of all that. That is at Okija, my one precisely, the health center that is there. So not up to 10 minutes of getting all these things that the net is required from me. The woman put to bed. She put to bed, and I was so excited. So at the same stage, after she gave birth, she was able to give me the number of her father, which I contacted her father at Delta. The father said for over 1 year they've been looking for her. She She left the house, and afterwards they could not have the trace of her. Where is she? I say she's in Port Harcourt. She said they were surprised how she left all the way from Delta and go to Port Harcourt. That they are calling their brother who is in Port Harcourt. The brother will call me. And they also sent the brother's number. So I was calling the brother. It happened that the brother was in church, the pastor. Later on, he called me back that he was in church while I was calling. He said that he was going to come that night. I said, no, since you're, I think, someone or so, leave it till tomorrow morning. We'll take care of her. Tomorrow morning, very early, they landed. So the lady calls everybody. They started celebrating me. You know, they were happy and the rest of all that. They said I was going to name the baby. So I said the name of the baby is going to be Chisom. That is God is with me.
Oh, wow.
So they collected my number, but along the line, I lost that phone and the contact. But the bottom part of the story is that I felt so good that I was able to save that baby and to help the family locate the same woman.
Wow. Wow. This is so touching. Thank you very much for sharing with
Are you there,
us.
please?
Yeah, I heard you. Thank you very much for sharing.
You're welcome.
All right. That's a very good one. I hope to hear more. Hello. Please turn off your radio sets. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Turn off your radio sets. All right. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
My name is Emmanuel.
All right, Emmanuel. Please go on.
I'm calling for Alu.
All right, Emmanuel. We're listening.
What I want to say is that that man should take that thing that happened to him as a challenge to the world. It happened several times. to people. So the good I do to people. So
be nice. Does the pain outweigh the gain? Okay, or pains outweigh the gains, or does it end in premium years? Yeah, it would end happy to help people. How does it pan out? And if you have experiences of your own, please share. Would like to hear from you. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon, Filter.
Yeah, all right.
Sometimes ago, I was doing a job in Bias at Ogbongbiri. I was coming home because that's the closest clear land, and you enter water after 5 minutes, you get to Ogbongbiri. So we will laugh.
No. Jay, be back. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon. What's your name, please? All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I had a accident. So I met my woman a lot that she left. So I noticed that she was going to hospital that night. She get the thing started. The love was said. She left her. She started. That's all I now managed her in her car. She just started the seat. They became an up to. Immediately had to be her. They began pushing her inside. So I managed to go baby to get to me. So those ones turned out good. But I was very happy to get to the hospital. So by the time I came back again to see them, said they left that night. It's very low when they are inside. But these are not just
Thank you very much. You know how. Oh, go on to the side. What's your name?
Yeah, that's my
All right, welcome.
Yeah, this issue is super marriage. That someone who decides to be a good Samaritan. There are some things I have to say is that I will advise one not to give up good work as he is doing. We are giving the commission of the policy. We should do everything within his to locate these identities are better to ensure that we do good to this and the state is correct for them. Please, as a matter of
so this.
So I was for summer. I was the first will I have to that thing, but I should get like this ball. And on the road at the end of the day, and about where I have low clean. The woman said, look, in one of the my sister, if you see me, right in an out of place. They said, not come and okay. If I was the one helping her right now, so I see them from the vehicle. Then I don't do that. I'm talking about I want to get for hospital. So I have to do that. Like, you know what is happening? I know this. How will I put it? Why not go to the hospital?
It's kind of an quality phrase used to a shallow victim. Oh, I'm talking. Wow, coincidence. Like very, very coincidence. I remember that moment the moment you took the lady to the hospital, found that she was here, and oh fine, you know, they said I think that should have been the end of the conversation. That's right. So get more. You have so patience. You know, that's one who does like very actually his lesson, and at the time, if you he has his business, not a age measure. No, he doesn't. So basically, get money because and the next day work. Well, anyway, it was really just like that. We should have helping someone who is a bad